Well, my name's Alex Edwards. I'm a final year retail marketing student. I'm part of a team of 6 final year retail students from Leeds Metropolitan University. We've all been tasked through Fresh Montgomery and Faraday to create a concept store for the convenience market of 2020. Together what we tried to do is we tried to encapsulate a range of different ideas and house them under one roof. What was clear initially is that obviously technology is very, very hard to predict, and where we're going to be in 7 years' time is very hard to pinpoint. If you look where technology's come from over the last 7 years, it's almost impossible to say, right, we will be here. So that wasn't our focus. What our focus was is what is convenience to the consumer? And that identified our first really interesting point, is actually what may be convenient for you is completely different to what's convenient for the next person. And for example, convenience, I believe, is something that's very, very personal in terms of its definition. So what we've tried to do with this store is, as well as incorporate some of our ideas, we've brought together a set of personas that can kind of help identify the different features and also manipulate their use and how people interact with them too. Nicola is our 35-year-old working mum, very, very busy, and perhaps what's convenient to her is the fact that she can access childcare, everything is completely multi-channel, and everything is accessible and quick too. So what Nicola may do is she may come to the convenience store with the knowledge that she can have free childcare, which is a facility that we've got here. It's done on a piece of research from IKEA, where they've been trialling it in a few of their stores, and what they were finding is that shoppers were driving an hour and a half so that they could have an hour away from the kids almost as kind of a break and a relaxation. So it's clearly like gold dust. Just imagine if you don't have to travel an hour and a half and actually it was only 100 yards down the road. I think that would really drive repeat customers, especially amongst young mums. And then we're using technology a little bit because of course it's going to play its role in 2020. So when she enters the store, Nicola is recognised in terms of her online shop. Clearly tablet ownership is going up massively this year. 67%, I believe, of all computer purchases in 2013 are tablet computers. 9 out of 10 of us are going to own a smartphone by 2016. So clearly this access to technology and this integration and adaptation of mobile shopping and e-shopping is really, really going to take off, and the trend is going like this. So Nicola does a lot of her shopping from home. She then comes in and can edit her order. She can edit her order through the retail screens in terms of this is where she can use her tablet or her mobile device. When she comes into store, it recognises that using her trends and her favourites, perhaps she's forgotten an item on this week's shop. So perhaps it reminds her that she's missed eggs. Is that on purpose? Or would she like to add eggs to her order? Perhaps also these screens can tailor her shop to her. So if they know that Nicola's a fan of Colgate toothpaste, perhaps this store has a 2-for-1 offer on Colgate, and it can identify that for her to see if we can upsell. Nicola's then able to use our deli. I mean, I myself, I'm going on to work for Morrisons in September, and I know Morrisons are all about fresh, and it's driving this idea of trust within retail. Consumers love the idea of tangibly holding and trying their products in terms of their bananas, apples, fruit, veg, patisserie, bakery, the whole works. It won't work for all to have that on just a screen where they can select it. They need to be able to see that as well as hold and touch it. So Nicola's able to, although she's doing her shop online, she's able to edit it while she's within store, using the screens and items with a deli. And this is where this idea of interconnectivity comes in, with this constant communication to the click and collect zone that we've incorporated too. So we've got this area where all of a sudden these guys are knowing exactly what Nicola's actions are, and they can bag up her shopping and even put it in the boot of her car for her while she's walking around store. So Nicola's now looking at her watch thinking, I've got half an hour's free childcare, what am I going to do with it? We've incorporated a coffee shop in the store, and what we believe is this is key to the convenience store of the future. Perhaps retailers won't be focused on sales per square foot anymore, and perhaps there's a dedication now to retailtainment, enchantment, and this idea of leisure shopping. And this is something that's key to this store because we believe that really can help tie in repeat custom and driving footfall week on week. So we've got a coffee store. Of course, perhaps Nicola can have a coffee, meet with her friends, meet with her family. She's then looking at her watch thinking, right, I've got a quarter of an hour free childcare, what am I going to do then? And that comes to the next part of our brief, where actually what we were given was not close to food, not close to fashion, so we've incorporated both. This is a housing of lots of different ideas under one roof. And what we've got is we've got a virtual fitting room, which will tell Nicola using a 3D screen virtually exactly what her clothes would look like on her using augmented reality. It's technology that's being applied in the market now, just like the virtual screens, but perhaps not to a widespread audience in the UK. So Nicola's then looking at her watch thinking, do you know what, I've had my hour, I've enjoyed the experience of shopping, I've got all that I need and it's sitting in the boot of the car. Kids are happy because they've been entertained, I'm going to come back next week or in a couple of days' time.